Good evening, I'm Jack Codlin. Tonight I'll be hosting the first ever televised Black Hills Area Habitat for Humanity Hearts for Habitat event. Join us as we hear from Habitat partner families Michael, Maria, and Lacey. Listen to the musical stylings of the Nashville-based country blues and Christian guitarist Doyle Dykes, who's an acoustic guitarist from Jacksonville, Florida. He has been described as one of the best fingerstyle guitarists in the world. We also conversed with Habitat Executive Director Scott Engman and Board President Dr. Sandra Ogunremi. We hope you enjoy watching from the safety and comfort of your own home and learn about the amazing work the Black Hills Area Habitat for Humanity is doing in our community. The event is in place of Habitat's annual in-person fundraising event, so you'll be seeing this banner throughout the program. Give this awesome nonprofit and their mission your support by texting HOME to 26989.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. And I don't have to worry when the winds blow. This is my house.
This is my house.
This is my house.
This is my house.
My house. My house.
I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family.
My family.
My family. This is my house.
This is my house.
I can study. I can be safe with my family. This is my house.
This is my house.
This is my house.
This is my house.
My house.
My house.
This is my house.
Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine have a safe, decent place to call home.
Tonight's event is brought to you by the following sponsors: Black Hills Energy, courtesy Subaru, Michael Alley and the Exit Realty team, First Interstate Bank, David Kaler and the Kaler team, Monument Health, Connect Home Center, and Security First Bank. Welcome back. Scott Engman, the Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity, is with us now. Scott, thanks for coming up. You have been with Habitat now for 15 years. Tell us a little bit about Habitat, what it is, and how does it work?
You know, Jack, it's been a real pleasure to serve with Habitat for the last 15 years. And part of what keeps me so excited about the mission is that we're really building homes, communities, and hope for people. And we do that by coming alongside them in their time of need. And we help educate them, we help prepare them for home ownership, and we actually build a home with them or remodel a home with them that works for their situation so that their mortgage payment's affordable for them, and it's truly a sustainable living situation that their whole family can grow with.
Now, you're not actually giving these people homes, are you?
No, we're not. Every single project that we do is paid for by the partner families. And in fact, they invest sweat equity hours into every project. So a brand new home that a family would purchase, they have to invest 250 hours per adult into the sweat equity program. So they're learning how to build a home, they're learning how to manage their finances. They're part of the solution that they're going to be getting.
And that's a part of the whole plan, correct?
Exactly. And I love the fact that everybody works for their own home and everybody pays for their own home, because we know that giveaways just don't work. But when we all have dignity and self-respect in what we're doing to improve our futures, it's the best way forward.
Now, with the pandemic, everything across the whole world has changed last year in 2020.
Yep.
How about for you guys? What effect has that had on Habitat and other nonprofits here in the area?
You know, Habitat's been, I guess the idea that I keep wrestling with is how do we adapt and overcome the difficulty that comes our way? And we've had to adapt by working, safely from home. We've had to have volunteers stay home. And honestly, it's kind of moved us to more of a skeletal construction crew, so things have slowed down. Last year, we were off by our building goals by about 4 home services, so that was a disappointment. But we did help about 17 families last year, so we're really pleased with each and every family we could serve. But I know that for every nonprofit, we're all struggling as we're losing major donors, but we're also gaining new funding sources and working as creatively as we possibly can to stretch those donor dollars and the donors' expertise that they provide.
How well has your team adapted to these changes over this last year?
You know, I am so thankful for the Habitat team. We've got a wonderful group of people that just worked right through the pandemic, and we had to close the Restore down for a little bit over a month, and we had to close our offices down, but as things have started to open up, we've come back and things have really stabilized and we're doing well.
You feel good about where you're going right now in 2021?
I do. You know, I think for 2021, it's, you know, we're all hoping things are stabilizing such that we can bring a lot more volunteers back on the build sites. We can get our corporations and churches back involved in building with us day to day. But, you know, the need that's ever before us, Jack, about 1 in 11 South Dakotans are paying more than half of what they earn just on their house payment. So what we found through Habitat is if you're paying more than 30%, it just puts incredible pressure on the family, and it really reduces your buffer when hard times come. So we just need to get a lot more families into housing that's truly affordable for them. So we're working with the state, we're working with the federal government, we're working with our faith community. It's really all hands on deck to address this housing crisis.
Now, the family stories are really what this is all about when it comes down to it.
Exactly, and we have so many partner families that are just doing a great job. On this program, we're going to get to feature some of those families, and in fact, as we move into this next section, we're going to be looking at Lacey and her daughter Memphis and how much appreciation they have for the basic things that they've been able to achieve with Habitat and their future as homeowners.
All right, let's meet them.
Hi, my name's Lacey Piazza. I've been with Habitat for a year and a half. So what made me apply for the Habitat program is that we have never really had a stable home environment. Right now we're living with friends. We share a bedroom. It's a lot. There's always something going on, and just not having our own space and trying not to be a burden on anybody has been difficult, but it's fine. The house before that was worse. We had no heat, we had no electricity. Sometimes the pipes always froze, the water heater blew up in the middle of the night. So when I told my family and friends that I got into the program, they were ecstatic. Pretty sure my mother cried. My friends were like, well deserved, jumping up and down, lots and lots of giggles. And just, when can we start? Can we start now? Like, how long does it take? When are you gonna know? What can we do? We are getting our house through the Governor's Home Program because we're the first Hot Springs family to be chosen. And so what happens is they build the house off-site and then they bring it here, well, to Hot Springs, to our house, and they put it on the foundation that we've built. And it's been delayed a couple of times, so we were supposed to get it, the first time was in November, and then they pushed it to January, and now it's been pushed to February, which is in a couple of weeks. The first thing I imagine doing when we have our own house is just, I feel, it's so weird, but I feel like making the bed and just like putting stuff where we want it and not having to worry about, is this gonna be moved? Is it gonna be touched? Is it gonna get thrown away? Just, I'm gonna set this here and no one's gonna touch it because it's gonna be ours, and that's it. Just, it's exciting.
Well, you know, that really does remind us of the simple things that we take for granted. Now, with you guys having to close down in 2020, is there any one project that really sticks out in your mind?
You know, we achieved a lot in 2020, but when we dedicated the home of Michael Torres with his daughter Mary and their children, that just really, really impacted me, Jack, because, you know, here we were working with a multi-generational family and a person that has really overcome tremendous obstacles in his life. He's an electrician who does a great job in his field, but wanting to help his daughter and help his grandkids, and the reflection he had on the impact that his mother and his parents had on him was just really, really a wonderful experience for me. I was out shoveling snow with him one day, and he told me more of his story, and it really was quite a blessing. So I'm thankful we get to share his story with everyone today.
Hello, my name is Michael Torres. I've been with Habitat for going on 2.5 years. I first got my home in November of 2020. I first heard about Habitat through a relative of mine, and I had been looking for an apartment, and I've been looking for a house, and by the time I look at how much I'm paying for rent, things like that, I thought of buying a house, owning a home, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to. So I looked into Habitat, and I went to the classes, put on like 100 on the list, and I worked my way up. Me and my daughter, Mary, looked at this as an opportunity to, first of all, own our own home. Second of all, that she and her children will have a place of their own.
That is really great to hear that from Michael.
Yeah, Michael is such an amazing person. He's really one of the key reasons that we're here tonight. We want to educate the community, we want to bring people along with us, but I can't sleep well when I know there's people in Michael's situation before they become Habitat homeowners. So it's great to be able to work together. And you know, this next part of what we're going to be looking at tonight with Doyle Dykes is a wonderful celebration that we can have together with this mission of Habitat.
Now, dreams can be very costly. You guys constantly raising resources. What does it mean? Do you have talents like Doyle being a part of all of this for you?
You know, that's just it, Jack, is it costs a lot of money to build and renovate homes, but people bring all kinds of things to the table, whether it's their financial resources or their professional expertise. And I have to say, Doyle Dykes is one of those consummate professionals who has had a great career in the music industry. He now lives in the Nashville area. But I got connected to him through Tom Haggerty, and Doyle was coming here to do some guitar clinics. And I don't know if you recall, but we used to do Christmas concerts each year, and those were fundraisers, awareness raisers, and Doyle was our headliner a couple years and did such a wonderful job. And Tom and I were brainstorming about what we could do this year, and he thought perhaps we could bring Doyle back. And when we reached out to him and he was willing to come, it was just such a blessing for us and such a great reunion with him. He not only is such a great guitarist, but he's such a great person, such a great heart for the mission of Habitat. So it's great to have him come, and I hope everybody enjoys his playing tonight.
All right.
Good evening. I'm Scott Engman, Executive Director of Black Hills Area Habitat for Humanity. Thank you for taking time to be with us tonight as we celebrate the work of Habitat here in our community and you as our partners in this ministry. We are so fortunate to have Doyle Dykes here with us tonight, and he's come all the way from the Nashville, Tennessee area to bless us with his music. And our hope tonight with this 2021 Hearts for Habitat event is that you and your family are safe and warm in your home in these times. And unfortunately, we can't all be together and enjoy this evening together, but we hope that through this streaming opportunity, you can enjoy the music with us, and we can all enjoy just a beautiful night as we listen to the music and think about how fortunate we are that God has given many of us great places to live. And of course, our hearts go out to those that don't have a great place to live, and one of the reasons we come together is that we can raise our spirits and our energy and raise some money to help more people get that dream of a home accomplished within the near future. So thank you for joining us, and I just want to welcome Doyle Dykes to Rapid City, South Dakota, and into your home tonight, and I just pray that you're really blessed and have a wonderful time. One of the things that Doyle does is he plays so many different types of music, but he really has a wonderful medley that helps remind us of the wonderful work that people do all behind the scenes to keep America safe. And many of the people that we serve are people who have been in the armed services. And so enjoy this medley that Doyle does for you tonight, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
That certainly makes you feel patriotic. One of the foundations of our country is our diversity, which is the subject of the times we're living in. At Habitat, we're blessed to work with a wide range of people, from volunteers to families to sponsors. Board President Dr. Sandra Ogunremi speaks elegantly about the subject of hope and unity and has a few words to share.
I'm Dr. Sandra Ogunremi, and what a joy to be with you today. I'm the board president for Black Hills Area Habitat for Humanity, and we are so thankful that we get to do this virtually. We know that with COVID-19, we're not always able to gather the way that we would want to gather because we continue to adhere to precautionary measures. And so we're thankful that we get to do this virtually. We think about our mission, and our mission is to put God's love in action by bringing people together to build homes, communities, and hope. Not building just houses, but homes. And we're so thankful that we get to build so many homes where people can come into and have hope and joy and peace, and they can rest, and they can get up in the mornings and head out. After having the rest, they can have respite and a place they can go to and just enjoy their home. We couldn't do this without all of your support. It takes all of us together. We need the volunteers, we need the sponsors, we need the donors, we need the people that are encouraging others, we need the people that come alongside our families and help them and mentor them. And we're so thankful that we have so many of you, and we continue to ask for more of you to get involved with Habitat. If you think about it, shelter provides strength, stability, and self-reliance for families. Our vision is to have a world and to live in a world where everyone has a decent place to live. Imagine that. Everyone having a decent and a safe place to live. Together, we can continue to make a difference in the Black Hills area. Together, we can make hope a reality for people. We know that the Bible says hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when the desire comes, it is a tree of life. We can bring hope. We can bring unity. We want everyone joining us and partnering with us. We want people building the homes with us. We want people showing up. You don't have to be an expert. We want men. We want women. We want people that can lift up the wood. We want people that can hammer. We want people that can sweep and clean. We want people that can, be more involved with so many other things as it pertains to construction, volunteering in our restore. We want you to bring your appliances that you no longer need. Do you have a refrigerator in your home? Do you have a microwave, a washing machine, a dishwasher, a dryer? Whatever you have, a dining table, furniture, bring it to our restore and bless somebody else with it. Convert your 3 talents into 6, your 2 into 4. Don't let it remain as 1. You probably know the talent that I'm talking about that's in the Bible. We want to collectively be the change that we want to see. We want to make a positive difference in our community. We've spoken to so many people about the difference Habitat has made in their lives. Some have had tears in their eyes as they've shared with us. I know some that have become friends, and they have said it has changed their life because they have confidence, they have hope, and they have found a community that they live around, that they are involved with, that they are making a difference with, and it's just so beautiful. Together, we can make a difference. Unity. Imagine that. If we were all united as a community, building homes, volunteering some of our extra time, maybe on a Saturday. Find out how you can help. Find out how you can volunteer. Maybe it's 2 hours a week. Maybe it's an hour a week. Maybe you have a Saturday once a month that you want to donate a stretch of time, 4 hours, 5 hours. We want you. We want to do this together, and we want to continue making a difference. I'll tell you a story real quickly. We read through the letters and we pray for the families who are applying for homes. And one family said, I just want a place. One child said, I just want a place where I can go to and tell my friends that I have a place that I can go to. I just want a place that I can go to and tell my friends I have a place that I can go to. I have a house. I have a home. I have my family together. We're no longer being divided. Mommy finding a place to stay. Daddy finding a place to stay. Siblings being distributed. All together in a safe place where they can eat and they can relax and they can regain their strength, and they can then go forth from that. So thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our volunteers. Thank you to everyone who continues to make a difference with us. We're so grateful for you. We know that God is going to bless you. He's going to increase you. He's going to multiply you. He's going to cause his face to shine upon you, and he's going to bless you tremendously. Thank you for being involved with Black Hills Area Habitat for Humanity. The Lord bless you richly.
Women Build 2020 experience was so cool. It was inspiring. I've never seen so many women come together and do things that society tells us we can't do. You can't build a house, you can't buy your own house by yourself without a man, is what I've been told so many times in my life. It's ridiculous. So just seeing women like cutting drywall and screwing them into the walls and coming together as a team and learning so much, it's overwhelming. It's so overwhelming. Just, my daughter is gonna look at me someday and say, my mom did that. Like, she built this house for us. Like, she helped build Michael's house for me, just to show me that she could do it. Maybe she won't, but I hope she will.
The Subaru Forester. Dog tested, dog approved.
Stop into Courtesy Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event and check one out today.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
Scott, one of the big things about Habitat, it's a program that encourages forward thinking. You've had a lot of families get into the program and become very successful while in there.
We have, and you know, it's wonderful to see families not only become homeowners or to get improved places to live, but then many times that gives them the motivation, the energy to go back to school, to pursue better careers. And in fact, Val and Eric Big Eagle are a fantastic couple in the program who both finished their undergrad degrees, and now Val has gone on to get her doctorate degree, and she became a Bush Fellow with the state of South Dakota in the Bush program. Just wonderful examples of people who are raising their kids responsibly, getting the education, doing the hard work to get ahead. We have another family, Noel Brown, who's also made some great strides. He's moved into the accounting profession. He's finished his undergrad degree and is doing really well. So I know for families like Lacey and Michael, as they move forward, they're very inspired by those stories and will do really well also.
All right, let's take a look.
Just my advice was just do one thing at a time. Get that one done. Do another thing, and soon you got keys in your hand to a home that you can have for the rest of your life. You know, you feel really good. You feel really happy. You feel accomplished, and then that euphoria, if you want to put it. Once that's there, you're like, okay, now where am I going to go now? So then you start, okay, I'm going to set another goal. And that's the way it's been since I've only been there three months, and now I've already set other goals.
After this house, after this whole experience, I'm bound and determined that I want to go back to school. I really want to go back to school and show everybody that I am capable of it. I self-sabotage and doubt myself a lot, but I definitely want to go back to school and further my career and just do better for myself, break generational curses that have said, you know, you're always going to be a single mom, teenage mom. I want to do better. I want to show my daughter she can do better than that.
It's not just about who we write the mortgage to. It's about the children growing up in these homes that we build.
So what do we know about kids that grow up in stable homes compared to those kids who unfortunately do not?
You know, the great thing is, Jack, that there's a treasure trove of research out there. Dr. Megan Sandel has done a wonderful job looking at the idea that housing is actually health, because housing goes upstream on some of those downstream health problems that people have when they live in unhealthy conditions. Students tend to do a lot better in school when they have a safe, decent place to live. Graduation rates go up. And we actually see civic engagement go up when people have a decent place to live and actually become homeowners.
Now, I've seen video of a lot of the ceremonies. You guys hand over the keys to the houses. A lot of kids at those.
Yeah.
What does it mean for those kids? I've heard some of them say, you know, I finally got my room. This is my house.
Yeah.
What does that mean to a kid?
You know, I can't speak for all the kids, but one of the last dedications we did, I saw the kids were playing on the stairs of the home, and they couldn't get off the stairs, and they kept going up and down the stairs. And finally, I asked them, you know, why they were on the stairs and why they enjoyed it so much. And they said, you know, we've never had stairs to play on before, you know. And it really touched my heart that here, you know, kids haven't even had a consistent place to live. Many kids in Rapid City are homeless. As we know, there's hundreds of kids in the public school system that don't even have a place to live. So just the sense of permanence and the stability and the comfort that they have, knowing that they're going to have that place to come home to after school and a place to launch into the world from, I think makes all the difference.
Now, you guys do a lot of dealing with the adults. You deal with budgeting and that kind of serious kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What does it mean when you look into the kids, though, and you see the smiles on the kids' face and all of this? What does that do for you guys?
Yeah, I think that's part of the thing that keeps us in this work over the years is knowing that we're actually investing in the next generation and knowing that the future residents of Rapid City and the Black Hills area will be stronger, more hopeful, and will be more stable. I mean, that's what it's all about, Jack. It's about the next generation and planting those seeds.
And how long in the future do you guys think? How long is that thought process in the future?
You know, planning is so hard these days with the way things are changing, but, you know, we look out 10 years, and we see impacting a lot more in the southern hills and the northern hills, and all throughout Rapid City. As Box Elder's growing, we're going to be doing a lot more building out there. But you know, that generational impact, you know, we've been able to see families come back and come together and really have some wonderful stories of impact.
All right, talking about the families, talking about the kids. We're going to go back to the kids for a second. A little bit more with Michael and Lacey and the legacy they're leaving for their children.
I'm 55 years old. I'm going to be 55 years old. And I was like, what have I done with my life? And what am I going to do to show them, to be an example, be a role model, and part of that to leave behind, you know. And part of that, what I said was, I would like to leave a legacy. I don't have I'm not famous. I'm not, you know, this or that. But what I could leave is that home, and started out saying, okay, this is a place where you can go up and be safe. This is a place where you can go to school and come home from. This is a place where we can go to church and we could come back and pray and have parties and teach them the values of life and what's important. They've seen how we work together to get these things, and that there's a place for them too if they need help. There's always a place for them to stay and to go. And coming together for Thanksgiving and for Christmas was something that we haven't done in many years.
For Memphis to have a house will open up a whole new world of possibilities. Right now, she doesn't really get to have sleepovers because I'm really, again, I don't want to put pressure on anybody else. I work a lot, so I'm not home to be with her all the time. So it would be somebody else's responsibility to kind of keep an eye on them. She will be able to do her homework wherever she wants to in the house. She can feel like she can cook and clean and hang out and listen to music and have friends over. And that, I think, would be just the biggest part of it, just being able to live like a normal kid and not just having to hide in a bedroom because it's all she does.
Scott Engman is the Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity. Scott, do you ever hear back from those Habitat kids when they get older?
You know, we do, Jack. In fact, last year we were able to sit down with Maria Munoz and her kids and really were able to see how far they've come on their journeys. Let's go ahead and take a listen to that.
We used to live in a mobile home with only one bathroom, 7 in the family. And I desired to have a better opportunity to provide them with something better.
I saw that it really brought a lot of joy to my mom, and then more so to my siblings and I. It really brought on a lot of opportunity.
It's not a giveaway. It's you work for this, and that's core values that are not only instilled in the program, but in our country. So I think you're just contributing to a better society.
We don't believe in handouts. Each one of us, through my parents' values, we believe in sweat equity. We believe in the value of hard work.
It was just great to be a part of that as well. You know, it's like, in a sense, we are starting a new life for ourselves.
Thanks to Habitat and the volunteers, it really set the foundation for us to really take advantage of opportunities and really succeed.
So I think it was a huge part of who we are and how it shaped us, especially the whole sense of giving back.
You're not only helping fund a house, you're helping create citizens, you're helping build a community.
My other siblings and I, you know, the work that we're doing is helping others. We saw how people came to help my family, and I think it just fostered that in our lives, that desire to help people in need as well.
The cost of living does not match what people are making. Living in a one-bedroom apartment with 7 people living in there, I think that's unjust.
Definitely give freely. We're just one of many families who have found themselves in need.
I can never pay God for those blessings. All I can do is pay it back and wish that my kids can make the difference and serve others as you guys have served us. So may God bless you and continue to pass it on to other families.
What if you really could have it all?
At Exit Realty,
we believe in making dreams
come true.
We believe
the home you want
is right there.
is right there,
And we'll help you find it.
thoroughly trained, passionately committed
And always on your side. You can count on us.
every step of the way.
And you thought we just sold real estate.
We are Exit Realty. Think smart.
Think Exit.
I have very high expectations for myself. Every day I am taught and trained to look like I am not putting any effort in. Sometimes the hardest thing is to not judge yourself too much. If I had to give a younger version of myself any advice, I'd tell her, dream big and don't let anyone tell you that you can't.
You know, it's wonderful to see what happens with families when they get into Habitat Partner situations and they're able to move forward with such strength. You know, when we shot that, what was so fantastic is one of Maria's children was actually working for the State Department in Sudan. Another one went on to work with Catholic Social Services, working with at-risk youth in Los Angeles. Another one actually is working with a private university in Minnesota as a career counselor. Just some incredible stories of moving forward and giving back.
Now, have you kept in contact with Maria over time?
You know, we have. And as we were thinking about our relationship with Maria over the years, it brought us to one of the most amazing experiences that we have in Habitat, and that's when someone does a mortgage burning. And for those that aren't familiar with a mortgage burning, it's what you do when you pay off your mortgage. And we have a wonderful video here of Maria and enjoying the success of her actually paying her home off, and she becomes debt-free.
Well, my name is Maria Socorro Munoz. I'm a single divorced mom of 5 children, 2 boys and 3 girls. I'm originally from Mexico, but living in the U.S. in 1977, living in Rapid City in 1984. In 1995, I applied for the program Habitat for Humanity, counseled by Catholic Social Services. So through the grace of God, I was able to qualify for the program. So I became a homeowner and they built my house in 1996. Since then, we've been in this home. My children have grown up, got to college, have their own jobs. And it was through my job and the generosity, that this program that I was able to afford this home. I do residential cleaning. It's such a blessing being able to have a small house, but a safe roof for my children at that time.
Well, Maria, you're an inspiration to us. Thank you for your faithfulness and your commitment to do what you said you were going to do. And we just looked at the mortgage, and you started way back in 1995, and it's fully paid off. And you did that through your hard work, and I know with God's help. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. And may the fire of this symbolizes the fire that all of you have in your heart, that God placed you. Okay? And never let it go. Okay?
Ready?
And the greater of this is faith, hope, and love. Thank you, Habitat. God bless you. And God bless my children, which was the motive. I did this. Never let the flame of your love for charity for others extinguished. Thank you, God, for your blessings. Well, this ball had a different purpose. My younger son is getting married, and I like this ball because of what it says. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love, because in a marriage, the greater love, a sacrificial love, is involved in those three. But when they told me that I have to burn my mortgage, and I wanted to do it here as well, because it takes faith. It took faith for me being able to apply for this program, faith in God, and hope that everything was going to be okay. That God will give me the strength to make up my payments, the commitment, and the love of my children that made me made this commitment for the love of them, and the love of Habitat program. Because of the volunteers and all that involves into this program, it takes love for the volunteers to be able to help in different ways.
Well, that is certainly amazing. Scott, congratulations to Maria and the family.
Yeah, Maria and her family are just such an amazing inspiration. Whether it's Maria, Lacey, Michael, they are just a picture of self-sufficiency and stability that I know they wouldn't have without a decent place to live. And, as we wrap up this amazing evening, I know that our partner families all just express their appreciation to our community for the support over the last 30 years. And we're just really looking forward to being able to do a lot more together, unified in purpose, because we all know that a decent place to live is part of the foundation of having a good life in this community.
Now, we talked earlier about really how expensive all of this is. How much do you rely on help from the community? Where do those donations come from?
There's a large number of individual donors who step up, and we have something called the Builders Club. That's a sustainable giving opportunity, and month by month people sign up to be monthly contributors, whether it's $5 or $50 or $250. We welcome all those financial amounts, but then it's also the weekly people who come out and volunteer, who swing the hammer, who work on the plans and the designs and keep us moving in the right direction on the board of directors and our different committees.
Now, I've seen different companies and different groups come out and have your builds, and I see them all out there, whether it's the bank out there with hammers. And how important is that to what you're doing to get the community involved, not just the people that are moving into the homes?
Well, that's really the part of the special nature of Habitat, is that there's such a generosity in the program from many different aspects of the community, so that we can take those donor dollars and stretch them out and do a lot more, because we have so much volunteerism involved and so much support that way. So different than a normal construction company, we actually are building relationships, we're building community, we're building hope together, and all of that allows the cash contributions to really get pushed out and help a lot more people.
How does somebody get in touch with you guys if they want to get involved, want to donate, just find out a little bit more about what you're doing?
You know, a really easy way to do it is just come shop the Restore. You know, we have one in Spearfish and Rapid City, but you can check out our website at blackhillshabitat.org, and of course, we love to have people stop by and say hello. So those are a lot of different ways to get involved.
All right, and the work is not slowing down, even with the pandemic, or at least not slowing down too much.
No, it's not. We have really vigorous goals for the coming year, and you know, we are looking at some larger development opportunities. So for those out there that have land that they can come to the table with and help, we'd love to talk to them.
All right. Again, how satisfying is this for you and your people to see the success of the program so far?
You know, I think our team is incredibly satisfied with the work we get to do, and a lot of times with the setbacks that we face, it's knowing that we're serving families and we're serving the next generation that really keeps us going. So it's really satisfying.
All right, Scott, we are out of time. Unfortunately, we're going to take it away. Lacey and Michael.
If I was talking to a donor to donate to Habitat, I would first ask them to donate some of their time first so they could see what it was all about, because you don't get a full, you don't grasp the concept of what actually happens until you do it. You can hear about it, oh, that's kind of a cool program, but actually doing it, I would want them to see it firsthand and then say, look at all the lives that are being changed. Look at all the people that have stability and freedom and peace in their life. You just can't buy that, but you can if you help me donate.
Even though I might not say the right things, I just wanted to say that I'm very thankful to God. I'm thankful for this program. I'm thankful that I'm able to give back to my family with all the love that they've given me, and also to leave that legacy for them and their future when at times for me to journey on.
I just want to thank everybody for being on this journey with us and donating time and effort and money to help with this process to get us a home. It's been overwhelming, and I can't even begin to thank everybody.